Ever wondered how websites like Netflix or Amazon stay online 24/7? The secret lies in powerful virtual machines, and that's what AWS EC2 is all about. Let's break it down.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech and Tech. This channel is my small step towards achieving something big, to share the useful tech knowledge with clarity and simplicity. If you find value here, a like or subscribe really motivates me to keep going. Let's get into today's topic.
EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is a service that lets you launch servers in the cloud. Just like renting a powerful computer remotely, you can run apps, host websites, process data, or anything else you would do on a physical machine. Think of EC2 like booking a hotel room. Instead of buying a whole building, you just pay for the room while you need it. Similarly, EC2 lets you rent computing power, scale up or down, and you pay only for what you use. With the EC2, no need to maintain a physical server. Highly scalable, which means we can add more servers anytime, and it is pay as you go, and secure and customizable. Let's see different types of EC2 instance types. While creating EC2 instance, it allows us to choose different type of instances. And I have listed a few of instance here. Out of that, T2 micro is the one. With this T2.micro, we will get one vCPU and 1 gigabyte of memory. And storage, for storage purpose, it uses EBS. And when it comes to network performance, it is low to moderate. If you go little advanced instance, we will get T2 extra large. With this, we will get 4 vCPU and 16 gigabytes of memory. Again, it uses EBS as a storage, and here we have moderate network performance. And we have even a few other like advanced instance types like C5Ds, R5, M5, and we can see we will get more number of virtual CPU here, and then our gigabytes is also get increased when we move to advanced instance types. Let's launch our first EC2 instance using AWS console. For that, click on EC2. It will navigate to EC2 interface. And here we have an option called launch instance. Click on the launch instance. Okay, we don't have any instances created yet. We can see there are you don't have any instances in this region. So now we are going to launch a new instance, and we can provide any name for our instance. I will give it as my first instance. And we have some additional tags. I think for now the name as my first name is enough. Okay, we will move next. Okay, it asks for application and OS image, which means it is asking for which OS needs to be there for our instance. We can proceed with the AWS. This is the default one. You can see Amazon Linux. Okay, and we have some other instances, but the free eligible one is Linux one, so we will go with Linux for now. And coming to instance type, as we discussed already, so the default one is T2.micro. With this we will get 1 vCPU and 1 gigabyte of memory, and we have other instance types as well. If I click on this drop down, it will show as T2.micro is the free tier eligible, which means for the free AWS account, this T2.micro is the available one. And we have few basic instance type as well as few advanced instance type. Advanced means it cost more. We can see it, some instances are using 32 36 CPU, 72 gigabytes of memory, right? So those all are paid and it costs even more. So for now we will go with the free tier eligible. Okay, and next comes key pair. What is this key pair? When we are using SSH utility, it is required to provide key pair name. Let's create a new key pair. We can give any key pair name. I will give as tech. and keep this as RSA. And this private key file format means now we have two options. One is .pem and ppk. If you are using iOS or Windows which is more than 10, then we will go with pm, or if you have Windows which is less than 10 version, go for ppk. So for now we will proceed with the .pem and create a new key pair. It will create a new key pair for us. You can see this got downloaded. Okay, moving ahead, network settings. For our network settings, we have something called security groups. Security group is a firewall that controls the traffic for our instance. Okay, and so for now we will go with anywhere. Okay, this option, we have some other custom IP and all. We click on anywhere, and then we have two more checkbox here. I will check this last one, that is allow HTTP traffic from internet. We are going to launch our web server from EC2 instance, hence I am choosing this allow HTTP traffic from the internet option. Okay, and now we have configure storage. So we can see we have 1:8. 8 means 8 gigabytes of memory. This configure storage means it is nothing but we are setting up a EBS. If you are not aware of what is EBS, you can go to my previous video. Like we had one discussion about EBS. So you can go ahead and watch that. Maybe I can add that link at the end of this video. Okay, for now I will keep this configure storage as it is by default, and let's go to advanced details. So keep all this as it is, don't need to change anything. And yeah, see here we have user data. So now we are going to launch a like web server from our EC2 instance, right? For that user data is required, hence we need to provide a user data. Don't worry, I will help you with providing the EC2 user data for this EC2 instance. Here is the user data which we need to provide. So let's copy all this code. Don't worry about this code, I will provide you, maybe I can attach this in description. Okay, and okay, I am going to provide this user data here. So now we can go through this summary. Like number of instances 1, and it shows all the configurations which we have selected previously. Now it's time to launch the instance. Let's click on it. Okay, it will take some time to launch the instance. It is creating, and initialization is happening. Okay, now click on instances and we can see our first instance is ready. Okay, the instance state is running and the status check is still initializing. So we have to wait for some time to use this instance. So let's wait. We are done with creating our first EC2 instance. Congratulations. So now our instance state is running and status check is also got passed, which means our EC2 instance is ready to use and it's already running. Okay, how simple it's, right? Okay, now we have a lot of details here. We can go to each tab like details, status and alarms, monitoring, security, networking, so many things. So since I already said the EC2 which we have created is the OS is of type Linux, and if we go to networking, we can see our web server is running on this instance. To access that, you have to copy this public's DNS and you can open it in new tab. I will paste that public DNS address. See here, it's getting opened and it says hello world from IP. Okay, this IP is our EC2 instance IP address. Okay, and you may wonder from where this hello world is coming, right? So this is the user data which we have provided while we are configuring the EC2 instance. If I go to that user data again, we can see hello world from. So we have this message, right? So this is the message, we are seeing it in the browser when we are accessing that public DNS, which means now our web server is accessible, which is running in EC2 instance. Okay, and coming to storage, now we have root EBS. Okay, this is the volume which we have created, and it has 8 gigabytes, which means this EC2 instance can store the data up to 8 gigabytes. And once we delete the our EC2 instance, that is my first instance, our storage is also get deleted, because this delete on termination is yes, which means it will get deleted. Okay, and we have covered all the things: security, storage, and how to create EC2 instance, what is user data, and what is how like web server is running in our EC2 instance. I hope we covered most of the EC2 instance related things in this session. That's a wrap. I hope you got a clear understanding of how to create a EC2 instance.
If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your tech friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple and clear explanations of cloud and tech topics. Let me know in the comments which AWS or AI topic you'd like to see next. Your feedback helps shape the upcoming videos. Until then, keep learning, keep building. See you in the next one.